I love swearing. I've always quite... Oh, you're all right, sorry, what was that? I missed a bit of chat. Hi. Sorry, it's not the telly. If you talk, I can hear. Now you're looking pissed off. You're thinking, I didn't press the red button, it's gone all interactive. What were you saying? Go on, say it.
I thought you were talking about snake bite drink.
You thought... You just said, I thought you were talking about snake bite the drink. Yeah. What happened was... OK, in a joke is like two stories, yeah? And the first story makes you make an assumption about something. So the assumption people made about snake bite in that joke was that it was a snake biting you. But that's the setup of the joke. So you made the assumption he's talking about a snake biting someone. In the second part of the joke, often known as the punchline, what you'll find is that rug will be whipped from under you, and you'll realise that the assumption you made was erroneous. Suddenly revealing a fact that was previously concealed is the nature of all one-liners, Badham. So in essence, I was talking about both snake bites, the thing that happens when a snake bites you, and also the drink. No problem at all, it's lovely to help. It's nice to have you here this evening, because I think one of the charity gigs I did helped pay for the minibus that brought you here. So, nice to see that money wasn't wasted. Oh, bless her little heart. What are you making of the rest of the show? Or are you just enjoying the spangly things? I tell you what's embarrassing, getting your cock stuck in the flies of another man's trousers. Could you move around a bit? Because I think you're encouraging the others. What's your name, madam? I better ask.
Gemma.
Gemma. Hello, Gemma. Is there any chance you could just pop the Chinese love balls out for a minute? You seem to be teetering on the edge of orgasm at all times. I've seen it in films, I know. What do you do, Gemma?
I'm a cheerleading coach.
You're a cheerleading coach? The easiest job in the world? I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a new name for cheerleading coach, though, isn't there? Don't we call it grooming now? So who do they cheerlead for? You have a squad called the what?
The Fury Jams.
The Fury Jams. Is that a term for menstruation? Sorry. There's a cheerleading squad called the Fury Jams. You're right, love. No, I've got the Fury Jams. And you teach people to cheerlead?
Yes, like stunting, like throwing people up in the air.
These are grown adults?
No, I've got children ages 10 to 16.
10 to 16?
Yeah.
Okay, and you get them to...
Well, it's not just pom-poms and showing your bottom.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm no expert. I know there's a lot of showering. There's more showering than you would imagine. But has anyone else got any cheerleading DVDs? I'm something of a connoisseur. I have a collection. And mainly, they like to get sudsy. Let's move this along. But lovely to meet you with your hilarious laugh. It's infectious. I like it. Thanks very much for coming. Thanks. And thanks very much for cheerleading. Thank you for helping our young people go. It's valuable work you do. I like it when ladies get tattoos. Have any ladies in here got tattoos?
Yeah.
What have you got?
A vent.
A what?
A vent.
You've got a vent. I think that may be the crudest term I've ever heard for a vagina. I've got a vent. Well, if you're particularly gassy, I suppose. Whereabouts is this vent?
On my arm.
On your arm, you've got a vent. You have, by all accounts, got some sort of vent. Fucking go, girl. Nothing says feminine like air conditioning equipment. Nothing says I'm hot like I need a fucking vent. That's how hot I fucking am. Has anyone got one on the small of their back?
Yeah.
What have you got?
Football symbol.
A football symbol.
Yeah. Would you like to see it?
What, sorry?
Would you like to see it?
Yes, I would. Let's have a look. A football symbol. What is it?
Gaelic football.
It's Gaelic football.
Yeah. Irish football.
Right, no, I know what Gaelic football is. How come you've got that there? Did you do the whole team and you got a bonus? I don't know. It's always struck me, it's a lovely place to get a tattoo because it's discreet. When you ask a lot of ladies why they get a tattoo, they say, I got one there because it's just for me and my partner. Or partners. But my question is, if he's looking at that, he's already having a good time. The last thing he needs is more visual stimulus. What you've basically got on your lower back is a target. Having said that, I really like tattoos there, so I'm trying to convince my girlfriend to get one. I want her to either get, if you can read this, you're fucking me. Or, now wash your hands. I'd like to get a tattoo. I'm thinking about getting one just there, just across there, just above the Speedos, just above the banana hammock. Saying, caution, choking hazard. Ages 16 and up. May contain nuts. Are you all drinking this evening, ladies and gentlemen? Are you drinking? Yeah, quite a few of you. I like drinking. I prefer being drunk than getting drunk. I'm not very keen on beer and wine, but I like the interesting things you order when you're drunk. The drinks that no one ever orders sober. Aftershock is a prime example. You know that weird pink fluid? No one's ever ordered that. So the designated driver has never walked into a bar and thought, well, I can have one drink, can't I? They've got beer, they've got wine, they've got spirits. No. I'll have a pipette of Aftershock, please. It's the same with the Flaming Zambuka. No one's ever ordered one of those sober. You have? You've ordered a Flaming Zambuka sober?
It's not a drink.
It's your drink? You order Flaming Zambukas?
Yeah.
The clue as to why you shouldn't order one, madam, is the fact it's on fire. It's the equivalent of walking into a kitchen going, I'm a bit thirsty. There's a glass and a tap, and then spotting out the corner of your eye, a gas hob. The only reason I could possibly think of to order a Flaming Zambuka when sober is if you meet a girl and she's something just a little bit special. Yeah? Maybe you've been out on 2 or 3 dates, you've established she's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's funny. You think you might be in love with her, you think she might be the one, but she's got a bit of a problem with facial hair on the top lip. That can be an awkward thing to bring up. Much better, I think, take her out for a drink. 2 Flaming Zambukas, please. No, they're both for you. You know, and you drink Flaming Zambukas as well? Whereabouts are you from?
Newcastle.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I was asking kind of a London audience, do you drink Flaming Zambukas when sober? If I thought there were people in from Newcastle, I would have said, what do you like to drink to get you in the mood for a fight? So what, you down here on the Rob, or what are you up to?
So we sent you an email saying if you wanted to go out for drinks in Newcastle, we'd show you the better sites.
The best sites in Newcastle? I imagine the one where you go... Oh. The best. Size isn't important, it's what you do with it. Would you agree with that, ladies?
No!
There's a lady over there that likes a big cock and she doesn't care who knows it. Sorry, it's quite possible you just whispered that and it picked up an echo. I've just always thought that's such a hearted expression. Size isn't important, it's what you do with it. Well, I was planning to pop it in your mouth and your vagina. How's that? Is that going to be a total waste of time? Well, I'm not. My own mum thought I was gay. When I was 19, my mum was convinced I was gay. It's very difficult to convince your mum you're not gay. So we got a camcorder, I was fucked. But I'm what's referred to as a gay-friendly act. You know? I'm a gay-friendly act. I was asked last November to judge Mr. Gay UK. I said it would be my pleasure. He's against nature and against God and he's going to hell. I think it's okay to tell that joke because it's almost impossible to offend a homosexual man. You know, because let's face it, if they're doing that for fun... If your idea of a good time is a cock in your arse, what do you care? We've all thought about gay sex, though, haven't we? You've thought about gay sex, haven't you, sir? No. You haven't thought about gay sex. You just leapt in there and fucked him. Well, I admire your honesty, sir, and your bravery. I thought about gay sex. I thought, oh, my cock will get covered in poo. You're sniggering. What's your name, blonde lady?
Leave alone.
Move along? What are you saying, Vicky? Dance for me, monkey boy? Is he your fella? Well, what do you mean? He's either your fella or he isn't. Is he your fella? Yeah. Sorry, she's saying yes, and you're saying no, and you've gone really red and you look really embarrassed. They're fuck buddies. Oh! I see. What? How very modern. How very 2005. So you're not going out with each other, but you are fuck buddies. That is fantastic. Can we just all take a moment to, you know, congratulate that man there? A lot of work has gone into that. A lot of work has gone into that. He's had to buy a Cosmopolitan for a couple of years. Sorry?
My parents are going to watch this.
And they'll know that you're a dirty little hussy. The great thing about that is that he's convinced you that, yeah, we don't need a relationship. It's so old-fashioned. I should be able to sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. And so should you, as long as it's just me. When I say...
There must be something else going on.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of jokes. It's not every day I get to talk to a slag. Come on. Now... I don't know where the mark is until I overstep it. That's my... You just did. That is juvenile. Sorry, for those of you that didn't see that, it'll be on the DVD. Available at all good car boots. Vicky's response to that, yeah, she's been called a slag at a show. That's not good in anyone's book, and I apologise for that unreservedly. But did you really need to do that? God bless you. Let's do some improv, ladies and gentlemen. All I need is suggestions from you. Right, I need a historical figure.
Nelson.
Nelson?
Noddy.
Oliver Noddy. Yeah, very much a mixed ability group this evening, isn't it? Yeah. Oliver Cromwell, Noddy. Mother Teresa. God bless her. Mother Teresa, amazing woman, wasn't she? Very generous with her time. And although you do look at her and think, yeah, a little bit of moisturiser wouldn't have fucking killed you. So I'm all for helping the poor, but just oil of Ulay, take the edge off that. Fuck me, it's like a saddlebag. She looks like my balls. I'm joking, my balls are in significantly better kit. than Mother Teresa's face. A friend of mine, quite recently, a couple of months ago, got proper old-school flashed. Guy in a Mac, at dusk, in a park, one of those. Sorry, I've added that. I don't know if he did that. You would, though, wouldn't you? You'd give it a bit of cock slap. You'd probably treat it to the windmill, wouldn't you? Who are you in? Anyway, she got proper old-school flashed, and she shouted, rape. I thought, don't give him ideas. Don't workshop it, you fucking lunatic. Has anyone in here been flashed?
Yeah.
Go on, what happened, madam? Is it a funny story or is it distressing?
I was in a club and some guy flashed me.
In a club? In a club and someone flashed you in the club?
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't go off with a man in a club? I was kissing him, and I undid his zip, and then he flashed me. Go on, what happened? Tell me the story.
It was in the middle of the dance floor.
Middle of the dance floor, and he was throwing some shapes, and one of his was...
No, my friend told him that we were lesbians to get rid of him.
So to get rid of the guy, your friend told him you were lesbians. That's how these two started, but then they liked it, so they stuck with it. And did that work?
Oh, she said, we don't like cock. And then he
She said, we don't like cock. So sorry, so someone got his cock out in the middle of the dance floor in a club, and you went, oh no, sorry, we're lesbians. You could have just told him to fuck off. You're incredibly polite. I'll make up an excuse so he doesn't feel bad. I don't want the flasher to feel rejected. How nice are you? Any other ultimate sexual fancies?
a Viking helmet.
A Viking helmet? What have you got, 2 vaginas? Good, lovely. I don't know if anyone's got this. There are lots of couples in this evening. How many couples do we have? Quite a few. By show of hands. How many do we have by shouting out? Hundreds. Brilliant. I'm wondering, does anyone have this arrangement in their relationship? It's becoming ever more common now for couples to have an arrangement whereby they're totally faithful to each other, but they've got a clause whereby if one of them was to meet a certain celebrity, they would be allowed to stray. Has anyone got that going on in their relationship? Who have you got?
You.
Right. I noticed that you're sitting next to a lady. You're going to do what when you go home? She's going to kill you? Right. Or strap one on and fuck you, certainly. One or the other. Anyone else got one? You've got one. Who have you got? Jim Carrey. All right. He might be up for it. And who's your boyfriend got? Anything, I'm not bothered. What? Sorry? Anything good looking. What, bit of a change? Yeah, lovely. About British men's ultimate sexual fantasy. And it surprised me, the results of it surprised me. It was a proper survey. They asked 3,000 men their opinion. I'd like to do a little straw poll in here this evening, because the results of this, I was shocked. Ultimate sexual fantasies. Has anyone got one they wouldn't mind admitting to?
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba. It's a specific person that you would like to bone. Well, I happen to know Jessica Alba does an awful lot of work for charity. Maybe... any other ultimate sexual fantasies?
Girlfriend.
My girlfriend? Well, maybe we could double team her. My girlfriend is your ultimate sexual fantasy. Yes, people see my girlfriend and they see me and they say, she's only going out with you because you're famous. And I say, but I am famous. What's your point? Is that your girlfriend?
That is my girlfriend.
That's your girlfriend? I'm not going to swap if that's okay. Can I just clarify, you are a beautiful lady, no disrespect to you, but he heckled, I had to put him down, and the only way to get to him was through you. I like the way as well, I suggested your girlfriend wasn't good looking enough, and you applauded. Yeah, you'll be using those hands later on, won't you? I'll tell you why there's no women's boxing. The weigh-in. The fight would happen then and there. Have you all seen the new Mel Gibson film? The Passion of the Christ. It's upset an awful lot of Christians. They're up in arms about it. He's made a film about the life of Christ, but he's tacked on this silly Hollywood ending where the hero comes back at the end. Does she love the little baby Jesus, or... Does she love the little baby Jesus or not? Is she going for a wee? Is it a wee or a poo? Should we time her? It's always a bit embarrassing, isn't it? You know that disclaimer they put at the end of films? You know the one that says the characters and the events in this film are purely fictitious, any relation to real characters and events is purely coincidental? Yeah? Do they really need that on Lord of the Rings? Is anyone watching that thinking, this is a brilliant documentary? I might think about going to New Zealand on my holidays. But wait, no, I don't want it ruined by Saruman, he's Orc Army. Your hair? What, I'm just saying. I like the Spice Girls as much as the next man, but... I can't help noticing you've got a tattoo on your... Well, it's your boob, isn't it, really? It sort of draws the eye. What is that, exactly? It's a rose on your... As if boobs aren't fun enough as they are. She's thought, I'll tell you, I'll brighten these things up. No fella's going to like these. What do guys like? They like flowers, don't they? Yeah, I'll get a picture of a flower. Did you not think, what do you like? What kind of thing? You look like the sort of bloke that like cars and guns and tanks. Get a nice tattoo of a tank on your tip. Lovely. He could be, and going, oh, is that a Sherman? Because flowers, unless he's secretly gay, and I'll be honest, there's a lot of earrings and spiky hair. Good, fine. Do you think she got bladder problems? Maybe some sort of yeast infection, I'm not... We'll ask her when she comes back. I just hope she hasn't got any vaginal difficulties. It's a lovely word, though, isn't it, vaginal? Oh, clearly not. Right, let's try some rude stuff, see how we get along. Lady wind. Queefing. Fanny farts. The expulsion of air from the vajayjay during sexual intercourse. A grunt. There are two main responses when a queef occurs. Some couples, it doesn't matter how gnarly or squelchy the noise, they deny the queef. Did you hear anything? No, I didn't hear anything. And they move on. Some couples, it's a funny little noise, they have a little giggle, they move on. Not a problem. I like to go a third way. I like to pretend the vagina is talking to me. What's that? There's a boy trapped down a well. I like to think of myself as the vagina whisperer. What happened? Are you getting a phone call? There's a Scottish lady getting a phone call. I imagine the drugs are arriving any moment. All right. You switched it off and it rang anyway. Well, I'm not buying that fucking story. Don't worry, it's okay. It's only a phone. Don't feel bad. It's a what, sorry? It's a late alarm to come and see me. Or come and see me an hour fucking late. You're not the one I booked for the interval, are you? Do you know what the most common crime is in Wales? No. Hang on, I've got to ask someone about her foo-foo. It's a long time for a pee, you all right? You're fine? You sure? Is that better? Bless you. Sorry, I was just talking to your friend about being from Wales. Do you know what the most common crime is in Wales? Have a guess. What guess? Sheep shagging? Well, that's rather insulting, isn't it? And to add insult to injury, you're wrong. It's not sheep shagging. It's actually ram raiding. The second most common crime is having sex with a minor. If anyone's offended, just look for the other meaning. You'll be fine. A very common male fantasy is to have 2 women at the same time. One to cook, one to clean. Easy there, I'm joking. They want to fuck them. My girlfriend wants a diamond ring, and the only reason I know that is it's pretty much all she fucking talks about. Let's face facts. The only way my girlfriend's getting a diamond ring is if the Vazzzles slips. I don't really understand the Vazzzle. I mean, I know what a Vazzzle is. I know what it is. They whip away all the hair from your foo-foo, and then they diamante it. I say they, I imagine you get some Pritt stick and glitter and have a crack yourself. Have a sparkly crack yourself. You're welcome. I just don't know who that's for. I've never met a man who said to me, "Oh, I love vaginas. But I wish they're a bit more zhuzhy. A few more sparkles wouldn't go amiss. I want a glamour puss, a showbiz entrance." Has anyone had a Vazzzle? She had. And what motif did you go for, madam?
I was a little bit embarrassed to ask for one.
You had a heart because you were embarrassed to ask for...
Like something spectacular.
You were embarrassed to ask for something spectacular. So you were fine with someone putting glitter on your fanny, but you went, "I don't want to ask for anything embarrassing." How adorable. And was it for a special occasion, or was it just...
No, I just thought, why not?
You thought, why not? Well, plenty of fucking reasons. Basic hygiene. Your boyfriend could chip a tooth. And it was definitely a proper Vazzzle, not a Liverpool Vazzzle, which is just a euphemism for herpes. I didn't always used to do this for a living. I used to work for an oil company. It was the same sort of thing. It was telling lies to strangers. But that was a bit more awkward. That was much more, "Yeah, don't worry about Nigeria. That'll be fine." When I did used to work for a living, I was always very jealous of the women that I worked with, because women have the best excuse for a day off sick. I love a day off sick. Marvellous. Duvet, very nice and comfy. And women have the best excuse. The best excuse, as we all know, is women's problems. And the reason women's problems is the best excuse is because women's problems is the end of a conversation. Why didn't you come in yesterday? Women's problems. I like to think if I was the boss, things would be slightly different. Women's problems? Tits or fanny? Which is it? Maybe I could have a look. What's your name, madam? What's your name? It's not the telly. I can see you. What's your name?
Camilla.
Camilla. And what do you do, Camilla? I suppose it depends on the guy. I'm only messing about. Just you look all dressed up for this sort of show, this kind of filth. Maybe he told you, "Well, we're going to go and see a theatre show in the West End of London." You went, "Fucking brilliant." You probably didn't even say fucking. You probably went, "Marvellous." The West End of London, a theatre show. This will be, a bit of class. And he's finally, and then this, and you're going, "For fuck's sake." You bought the ticket, and how do you two know each other? That's your mum. Well, you don't even look like... You look as if you could be sisters. You don't look young. She looks fucking old. Let yourself go. I can't help myself. It's some sort of trap. I love the fact you've just turned around to go, "Does she?" Got a question for the ladies. All women I know have got a very clear line. On one side of the line, things they're happy, confident, comfortable, and enjoy doing sexually with a loving partner. On the other side of the line, things they've been asked to do that they've said no. What I would like to know, ladies, is what have you been asked to do that you've said no? I don't mean like reverse park or wash up. Where do you draw the line is really what I'm asking. What have you been asked to do that you said no? You look confused. Did you not realise you could turn shit down? No idea. You're just hearing now. You draw the line at anal. What, sorry? Yeah, totally. But on his birthday, yeah? Man up, lady. That's where you draw the line. Okay, any advance on that? Any other weirder things? A threesome. What kind of threesome was it, madam? Was it two guys and you, or a proper one? Go on, what kind of threesome was it? Two women? I think that, on the surface, that sounds misogynistic, doesn't it? He's gone, oh, I need two women to satisfy me because I'm such a man. I don't think that's what it's about. I think he was thinking of you. He was thinking, wouldn't it be lovely if after lovemaking she had someone to talk to? Thinking of you. Loves you. I'm going to take a photo of you, ladies and gentlemen, lest I forget you. You know, it's a big deal for me, recording a DVD. I thought I'd take a little photo. Yeah, go on, once.
Is it right if your girlfriend wants you to watch her pee?
She likes you watching her pee.
I'm trying to get you to watch her. She's like, oh.
So, sorry. That's it. The question, I get asked that every show. It's weird that you would ask that. So, because she likes a lot of people to watch her pee. Is that your thing? You like people to watch you pee? Well, clearly, yes. He didn't say that for no reason, did he? Do you remember earlier when you said he was a pedo for making you dress up as a schoolgirl? I think it might be payback time. But surely you could just dress her as a schoolgirl and have her do a wee on you. That's fine. That plays into your whole pedo fantasy. Everyone's happy. Apart from anyone with any sort of sense of taste and decency. Who are frankly horrified by you too. What's your name, sir? Sam. Hi, Sam. What, sorry? Southwell. Yeah, definitely I need a surname for this. I'm not in charge of the register, don't worry about that. So, and what is it about being watched pee that you enjoy? Well, just tell us, we're all interested to know. Well, you do, so...
It's not like that.
What is it like?
Give her a glass of water, we'll all find out.
I just think if you live with someone, you should feel comfortable enough to do anything in front of them.
I'm all for that, madam, yes. Once you've been with someone, there's a level of intimacy that suggests that you would be able to pee in front of them or maybe shit on their chest. But some people aren't like us, baby. Some people don't think in the way... They're closed-minded. They've got a sense of, I don't know, appropriate occasion. It's all right, we're not taping this for... Oh, no, we are. Lovely golden showers. Interesting little fact for you, obsessive Star Trek fans are known as... virgins. Sorry. Are you a big Star Trek fan? But how old are you? Do you mind me asking? You seem like... What, sorry? 20. 20? Right. So definitely not a virgin in Glasgow. What do you do for a living?
I'm a secretary.
You're a secretary?
Yes.
Nice. Is it 1950 already?
2010, actually.
What?
2010, actually.
All right. You seem a bit chippy. Oh, it is Glasgow, sorry. I'd love to chat more, but I'm at work. So... Here, this will cheer you up. Oh, you've gone for that. Nice. What a lady. There's something I don't understand about a woman's Gspot. I can't quite put my finger on it. I can drive a woman... Well done. That's hit home there, has it? Touched a nerve, so to speak. I'm very apt. I can drive a woman wild with my tongue. Would you like me to demonstrate? Okay, pay attention. All the action is happening here, young man. Drive a woman wild with your tongue. Have you put on weight? Anal sex is overrated. It's fucking shit. And it hurts like buggery. I tried it with my girlfriend. She was bored to tears. Is everyone that's going to get it got it? Let's move along. We've been together now for 12 years, me and my girlfriend, so to keep things fresh in the bedroom, we do a little bit of role play. She pretends to be a nurse, and I pretend I'm still attracted to her. That's divided the room, hasn't it? There's people that thought that was funny, and then there are unattractive women. Some girls like to have the lights off for sex to happen. They like all the lights to be out before they have sex. And they've got a name. They're called fugly munters. I've never had a complaint about that joke. I've never had a woman come up to me after the show and gone, "Excuse me, I'm a fugly munter. How do you think I feel? Hungry?" I think the next thing for me, career-wise, ladies and gentlemen, will be doing some sort of interview show where I talk to people, you know, this kind of setup, couple of chairs, you face off against each other, Parkinson, Jonathan Ross, Graham Norton, those kind of shows. That'd be great to get, but you can't just start doing that on TV like day one. That'd be tricky. So what I thought I would do on this tour is practice. Get someone out of the audience every night with an interesting job or a claim to fame and interview them and get a bit of practice with the interviewing. So to that end, does anyone have an interesting job or a claim to fame? Oh, good, your hand's gone straight up. What do you do? You were on TV in Poland. I will take that to mean you work in the adult film business. So you've been on Polish TV. Okay, well, that's a claim to fame. Well done, you. And Polish radio. Well, finally. That's fucking sealed the deal.
Blumkey.
Blumkey. What's a Blumkey?
It's when you give a guy a blowjob while he's having a shit.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, she just said, it's when you give a guy a blowjob while he's having a shit. And sorry, madam, a guy asked you to do that. You know what, though? I admire that guy. Because that's what made this country great. That's what made civilization great. Daring to dream. There's an optimistic man. Oh, I'm having a shit. I've had loads of shit. It's pretty boring. What about... this whole area's free. It's all going on back here. At what point in the relationship did he ask for that? The end. Not a bad way to end a relationship. Things aren't going well, you're not getting on. I'll see if she'll suck me off while I'm having a shit. Because if she says yes, I think she loves you. Has anyone got any questions this evening? Anything you'd like to know?
Jimmy,
Yes.
if you weren't a comedian, say, like,
If I wasn't a comedian,
if you couldn't be a comedian,
if I couldn't be a comedian, many people would say I can't be. There is a school of thought that says, what the fuck is he doing? But go on, if I couldn't be a comedian,
what would you do for a living? What would you like to do?
the same as you, I would dress up as Amelie. And wander the streets looking for adventure. It's a good look, I'm loving that. But what do you do?
I'm a student.
You're a student. Where are you studying? Are you studying in London?
Canterbury.
Canterbury? Oh, never mind. Maybe if you'd worked a little bit harder for your A-levels. Canterbury University, you say Canterbury, but what I hear is clearing. Yeah, there's no shame in that, that's fine. Any other thoughts? Oh, go on, you've got one. What's the best thing? The time we fucked. Any other interesting jobs? What's your name? Caroline. What do you do, Caroline?
I work in TV.
You work in TV. What do you do in TV?
I work on Holby City.
You work on what, sorry?
Holby City.
You work on Holby City. Well done, I love it. I love what you've done with Holby City. I think the fucking genius move with Holby City recently was casting Hugh Laurie and changing the location to America. Well done, you. Any other claims to fame in the room? Any other exciting? You're a what?
Paleontologist.
You're a paleontologist in Birmingham. Just in case any dinosaurs... It's dinosaur bones, yes? And you look at those? Not just dinosaurs? What, have you got another part-time job in Asda, have you? What else do you look at? Different fossils. Wow. I'm sure paleontology, I'm sure that's a brilliant, wonderful scientific thing to do, but I did a project on dinosaurs when I was 6, and I loved it. I was very excited, and I did lots of pictures, and I stuck them in, and I did a whole project on dinosaurs, and I loved them. And then what I did, and this is an interesting note to you, I grew up. I'm still doing my dinosaur book. I like it. Well, I'll indulge you. What's your favourite dinosaur? A velociraptor. Because of Jurassic Park. Oh, you might as well have said Barney. Grow up. Be the thing if I was going to... All right. All right. The other phrase that seems to come up a lot in Birmingham is, it's fucking shit here. All right, it's fucking shit here. Any other phrases for Birmingham? What other? What was that? That was just all vowels. What was it? A yow, all right. A yow, all right. Have you had a stroke? I said I shouldn't really joke about strokes. If I ever have a stroke, I'll be laughing out the other side of my face. I've got a question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Does anyone in this room believe in the supernatural? Ghosts and spirits and the like? Yeah. Quite a lot of you. It's actually easy to tell if your house is haunted. It isn't. Grow up. That's me being cynical, but that's this job. Being a stand-up comedian, I think, makes you a bit of a cynic. Has anyone in here actually seen a ghost? Well, go on, what did you see, madam? Tell us the story. And there was no one there. Go on, what did you see? I'm not... I make you nervous. You've seen the undead. And I make you nervous. Doesn't really show me in a good light, does it? Come on. Where were you when you saw the apparition? You were in a friend's house. Right. Her stepfather was what, sorry? I think I may have cracked this case already. There's a stepfather involved. Was there ectoplasm? Go on, what happened? Were you upstairs? Were you... You were in his son's bedroom? Of course you were, love. Go on. He had died. You should have mentioned that sooner. And then you started seeing weird shit. I'm loving this. There's a special name for people that have seen ghosts. Schizophrenic. All the best with your future. Quite an in-depth story. I'll leave it at that. Stepfather did something terrible. And you've recoded that memory.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Carr, the guy you just saw in that video. Thanks for watching it, because somehow I get money from that. I don't know how. I don't know. But probably it filters through some sort of advert that you watched before you watched the video, maybe? Or maybe you subscribed. Anyway, thanks for watching it. And somehow that benefits me. And hopefully I'll see you at a live show at some point further down the sunny road. Good luck.